Hello everyone, this is Doris and I am here with more of the Margarete Miller Collage Weekly Challenge. I am still trying to play catch up, so I will be sharing with you 3 completed collages for the weeks 24, 25, and 26. So let's get started in looking at week 24, and the prompts were anything that blows in the wind, something written in your non-dominant hand, something read, a piece of dictionary page, a picture from a magazine, and the bonus item was a measurement. So the first one, anything that blows in the wind, I have this tree image here. Came from an old American Trees book. Then something written in your non-dominant hand. Down here, I made the mistake of trying to look up a unique font from the 40s, and not only was I unfamiliar with that, but I was trying to do it with my left hand, my non-dominant hand, and wasn't very successful, but it is what it is, and it does say Cooking Diva, in case you can't quite make that out, and I understand that. All right, then the next prompt is something red. I have this lady from a vintage 1940s apron pattern. So she is part of something red, and you can see there's other red on the page here as well. Then a piece of dictionary page, and that is right down here. A piece from a magazine. I had a ladies 1940s home companion magazine, and that's where I had the Campbell Soup advertisement, and then again over here I fussy cut that out and just made a little tuck spot for my prompt card. And then of course I've added little design here and there with some washi tape too. Then the bonus item was a measurement, and not necessarily from this pattern, but you can see up here I have a piece from the flap of a pattern with the measurement on it. And that is my finished collage for week 24. Let's go ahead and move on to week 25. Something completely different, as you'll notice. Week 25, we had a piece of furniture, a doodle, something that makes sound in a pattern, an eating utensil, a list, and the bonus item, an illustration. So first off, my background here is vintage ledger paper. I actually picked up a whole bunch of it from a lady's garage sale last year, and she was really puzzled why I wanted such a thing, but little did she know I'm a junk jeweler and love to do collage work, and so it was very useful for me. So that is my background. So that is my background. Then the first piece, and you may notice that most of the collage looks like it all coordinates. That's because I have had this paper collection from October afternoon called 9 to 5. I have been wanting to use it for the longest time, and I still have quite a bit of the paper left, and I figured I could use quite a bit of the sticker sheet for these props for this week. So that's what I'm using. A piece of furniture. Here is the desk and the chair from that collection, and then a doodle. You can see I've done a doodle all the way around here. Something that makes sound in a pattern. Well, I have 2 of them. I have the phone that I fussy cut and put on the desk, and then we have the typewriter up here. An eating utensil. This image here came from a 1960s work basket magazine. Then a list. So I took another sticker from that collection, and then I just added a few fun items on here to make my list. As in, number 1, no phone calls, in or out. Number 2, 2-hour lunch with friends. Number 3, leave paperwork for next week. Number 4, the post office is closed. And number 5, I can't clock in, it's pool time. So just having a little fun there. And then the bonus item and illustration, and I was kind of stumped. I'm just calling this my illustration right here. And then I just added in a few other fun stickers from the collection and a couple over here that I just kind of sanded down a bit to make a little tuck for my card. Or I should say for my prompt sheet there. That concludes, let's see, week number 25 and one more to go. Week 26. For that one, we have rubber stamping in 2 colors, a hexagon, a face, a set of numbers, text in a different alphabet, and the bonus item, a tall building. Now the background for this week, I been taking scrapbook papers that I don't care for, and I've been playing around with different distress inks. And here you can see in the background I used paper doilies. A lot of times you can buy them in a little stack. And so I just placed them around the page, and that is and that's how I've created the design for that background. Okay, then the first prompt, a hexagon. Over here, hexagon, I used an embossing folder that made this really cool hexagon design, and I had used a vintage, very frail piece of, it was actually an end paper, so it was starting to fall apart when I took it off the embossing folder, but I didn't care. I knew that as long as I could stick it down, that it would be fine. And then I just kind of cut it out a little differently just to add some interest for the background of the rest of the images there. And then here's another piece of the hexagon. Then a face. I have these 2 beautiful ladies. They came from one of my vintage knitting magazines. A set of numbers. You see a variety of them on the page here. They all came from an old math paper. And then here's the other hexagon, came from that same math paper. Next is text in a different alphabet. I copied one of my French fashion magazines, so that's what this is from. Then the bonus item, a tall building. We have the beautiful Woolworth building from New York City as my last prompt. And so that concludes all 3 of the weeks for the Margarete Miller Collage 24, 25, and 26. I hope you'll check out those prompts and use the hashtag, 2023 CWP, in this case 26, and you can see other crafters, what they've come up with using the same prompts. I will have Margarete Miller's information below the video in case you would like to see I will have additional information below the video in case you're interested in looking up Margarete's YouTube channel, where then you can see her work and how you can go to her Etsy store and get the prompts if you wish and follow along with us. Thank you so much for all of you. Thank you for your encouragement, and thank you for just Okay, so those are my completed collages for weeks 24, 25, and 26. I will have additional information below the video in case you would like to check out Margarete's YouTube channel, or if you're interested in playing along with us. And okay, so that completes my collage challenge for weeks 24, 25, and 26 for the Margarete Miller Collage Challenge. You can check out the information below this video, and you can also still get the prompts and follow along with us. Be sure and check out the hashtag 2023 CWP and then the corresponding week, where you can see how other crafters are taking the exact same prompts and creating something completely unique on their own. And I so want to thank all of you for stopping by, for encouraging me, and leaving me comments and subscribing. And until next time, I hope all of you have a wonderful day.